In Numbers chapter 11, verse 1, we read that the people complained about their hardships, and the Lord heard as they complained against him, and his anger was aroused. Complaining is one way to get God's attention, and not the best attention. But instead, the people chose to continue to complain. They complained about the food situation, the lack of water, the heat. They were in the desert for a long time. What are you most likely to complain about during the day? As we get to know the situation in the book of Numbers, we see that the people complained, but they weren't that interested in finding a solution. It's so important, and Moses does a good job of leading because he doesn't enter into the complaining. It's so important for any leader to avoid complaining, to set a limit and to not enter in. There's always going to be stuff to complain about, and there's always going to be people who complain. If someone's a complainer, it doesn't matter what situation you put them in, they're going to find something to complain about. We're on this side of heaven, and so we live in a fallen world. That means every day, lots of opportunities to complain. Moses is leading. If you lead people, if you have an influence, if people are watching your attitude, if you're a parent, if you're a leader in ministry, people are watching your attitude. And Moses, with millions of people around him and so many complaints, he doesn't enter in. That's one of the temptations we face every single day, whether to enter into complaining or not. But instead, the people didn't look for a solution. Moses kept trying to find a solution and pointing people to God. God is the only one that can help us stay out of complaining and keep a right perspective. So take some time, be honest with God. Talk about what you're tempted to complain about. And then remember Moses' example. Such a great example of staying out of the trap, that desert trap of complaining. People who complain stay in the desert.